They're part of the game and America's favorite pastime. And the best part of bowling. Takes on a life of its own in trucking. Our journey today takes us to Louisville, Kentucky. We're picking up a good paying load going to Tampa, Florida. We meet great people, we make good money, and we're talking about, you guessed it, strikes in trucking. So climb on in and buckle up. You're with Deviator on the road and back again. Trucking loads going out of our way. Topic driven for our family of viewers. Join us. Subscribe today. Ride along with me. Do what we do best. Fill these bad boys up and make it count. One load can make a difference. Whether you're talking about pay rates, employment benefits, or just the overall working conditions of a factory, the idea that someone notices a particular problem is sometimes impossible. Since the 60s, groups and classes of people have taken to extreme measures to make their concerns heard, and some made national headlines. Picket lines and news media are increasingly made for each other these days, but sometimes the results can be unpredictable. Today, we're going to take a quick look at what could happen when strikes don't work the way they're planned, and explore what would be if truckers could go on strike. First to the load, leaving Brownsburg, Indiana after delivery. But hey, if you're looking for something different than the typical trucking video, well then don't go anywhere just yet. Topic-driven discussion about the industry and so much more. One load, one topic, and anything goes. During this video, please click on the subscribe link in the lower corner of the screen. And the bell as well. That'd be nice. Be sure and share this with others to help support our channel. Click that bell and let's get to it. Alright, we are here at Home Goods. Waiting on the guy in front of me. This place is a whole different ball game during the day. Guys, just ran into a fellow trucker. He's right now he's a yard dog working here at Home Goods. What'd you say his name was? Neil. All right. Neil, he's one of the many guys that pulled me aside and asked me about Landstar. And I'm telling him the same thing I tell everybody. If you're considering going as a lease owner operator, man, gauge it, look at it. From my perspective, being with Landstar is perfect. It's a great place for someone that's got a few years of experience and knows what they're doing. But they always ask me the same question. They ask me, can you make any money? And that question's always answered with, it depends on you. So if you're the go-getting type, you can make lots of money. If you're safety-minded, if you know the business, if you're the kind that likes to sit back and just watch TV at night, I'd look for a company-paid job. But either way, so I figured I'd say hi to you guys, introduce you to this fella. You may see him as a subscriber on my channel. You may see him out there with a truck of his very own one day. Never know. Anyway, say hi to him when you see him. Well, I'm always up for trying something new. God bless it, I just did. Met with Shamil. He's a yard dog here at the Home Goods. He's good people. He seems to know his stuff. We was chatting there for a little while. We were talking about different things about trucking. He's asking me all about Landstar. He's considering a move and getting back into trucking. He once had an authority and had stuff going for himself, but he had to let it go at one point. So, hey, what's good for others may not be good for some. So, he was asking me what it takes, what to expect. I gave him the truth. I told him my 4 years in with them and you know, how I look at the trucking industry, and well, I hope I talked him into it. I hope he does the best thing for him. So, Shamil, I'll be looking for you, buddy. And I hope God treats you right. I hope everything works out for you, my friend. Heading for Louisville, Kentucky. FedEx load. 30,000 pounds of freight bound for Tampa, Florida. Load is valued at $2,798, requires 860 miles to drop. just over $3 a mile. Alrighty, so we are here. We're gonna drop this trailer, hopefully, right here. I think we've got enough room. I think we can manage this. And it's all very slow motion. Gotta be slow and deliberate about everything you do. Because believe you me, the one thing I do not want to do is become a parking lot statistic, just like I'm broadcasting. Unless told otherwise, I try to keep at least 2 feet between the side of one and the side of the other. As has been noted in previous videos, it doesn't hurt to walk around with a video camera and record the outside condition of that trailer when you pick it up. The seal, the tires, any damage. You always want to make sure that everything is recorded and documented, especially when you're dealing with something like FedEx or something brokered out. All my lights work. So that's what I do. Anyway, we're talking about a FedEx load going from here, Louisville, that's where I'm at now, to Tampa. There's a FedEx place down there in Tampa. It's going to be dropping hook. I'll be dropping it down there Monday morning. Talking about a rate of $2,600 for the load. Historically, when people feel they're mistreated or ignored, they band together to illustrate their grievances through a common practice known as strikes. Work stoppages and walkouts have been a thing of note many times in history. Whether it's teachers looking for better pay, mine workers looking for a better health plan, or even the latest push for $15 an hour. Such work interruptions in history have gained the wrong attention, forcing government action and heavy fines to bring a solution. The Air Traffic Controllers Union found out in 1981 that the government don't play, and 11,000 unionized workers found something they didn't count on.
They are in violation of the law, and if they do not report for work within 48 hours, they have forfeited their jobs and will be terminated.
See, once you start something, you have no way of knowing what the end result will be. With truckers, the end result would be similar to the ATC union. It's fairly conceivable the effects on such an organized action would devastate our economy. But even the idea that enough people could organize something to come even close to the level of the Air Traffic Control Union of '81, it's just not likely. To understand the effects trucks and owner-operators have on our daily lives, let's look at some facts about the trucking industry you may not know. We deliver all the things you need on store shelves when you shop. As of 2019, there were a total of 18,741 distribution facilities in the country, most likely servicing those store shelves. Imagine if every one of those were shut down and locked up tonight. That could happen if for some reason truck drivers couldn't pick up the loads to deliver. That's one of the effects, empty shelves. And in the description of this video, I will leave a link for those that want to know more about the devastating effect a truck stoppage would have on our way of life. Be sure and check it out. In the U.S., there are nearly 580,000 manufacturing businesses to date. Each one of them require raw materials to produce the products they make. Cars, trucks, everyday products you and I use. They're all touched by trucks, not once, but more than once in the life cycle of manufacturing. One hiccup can be costly and deadly. Lord knows it's deadly to us when the loads aren't ready. Just think about everything you buy and ask yourself, how many times that product was in the back of a 53-foot trailer. At last, it was reported there are over 3.6 million professional drivers of semi-trucks in the U.S. driving every facet of our lives in various ways. So finally, let's think about the businesses that are affected by the jobs we do every day that don't involve the trailers being loaded. By that I mean truck stops, fuel, we need fuel to drive, shops, mechanical services, do our services on our trucks, repairs, all the contractors in business that serves the trucking industry outside of the loads, lumpers, loaders, bookkeepers, and even the freight brokers, which are critical to our way of life. All those businesses would have an interruption if the trucking world as we know it were to stop. Finally, our opinion side of this. I believe a more effective method of striking is through the choices and decision making we do every day. Things we do every day are less devastating to the economy. Like, for example, the loads we carry or we don't carry. The way in which we choose to make our voices heard. This video is one. And those we put in charge of companies and in places with issues that matter. As an industry, we should not allow ourselves to be controlled by corporate elites with no idea what the industry needs. We constantly hear about politicians making statements about the need for change, but watch as those promises are set aside for a payday. We watch as the minority make decisions about laws that stand in the way of the positive changes, while corporate interest groups make millions off the problems they create. As an industry, we need to take notice of exactly what happens and act accordingly. Standing in the middle of First and Main shouting at the world will not change a thing. Continuing to do the best job we can and making decisions that help us rather than hurt us is the way to make the industry better. Every choice we make can have a far better effect on our industry than the sign at First and Main. You simply can't strike and protest in the trucking industry the same way you can in other industries. In order to learn, you need to earn. The best way to earn is to turn and burn. Till next time, I'm Deviator, reminding you, when you're on the road, think of others and lighten the load. And of course, be happy, stay safe, and make it count.